Hi boys and girls, Brucey here, and I'm going to do a quick review of this, the lovely Harley Benton GT112, I've forgotten it off the top of my head, let me think, the GT112 Vintage speaker cabinet. It's a 1x12 cabinet purchased from Tommen in Germany. And why did I buy it? Well, I've been looking for a smaller cab for some time, and this one just seems to keep popping up all over the internet. And there's a lot of people going, oh, but it's so cheap, it must be absolutely rubbish. And then you read online that it's really great. And the thing was that really kind of did it for me was, yeah, it's got a really rubbish name, but in the back of it, it has a vintage 30 speaker. Now, the speaker alone cost about 100 quid, and this was like 112 pounds. This must be a lost leader by Tom. That's the only way I can explain how they are knocking these out, because they're so ridiculously cheap. And just buy it for the speaker alone, and you've got a cab here. You can do whatever the hell, you can experiment, you can try loads of it. It's really worth it for that. I can't underestimate what a great value this is. So, why did I buy it? Well, like I said, I was looking for a 1x12 cabinet, and I'm particularly partial to a vintage 30 speaker. My Zilla cab has vintage 30 speakers in it, and I just like the way they sound. Some people don't, some people do. I'm one of those. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I like the fact that I could probably batter this around a little bit and not really care that much. I mean, this could probably get hammered quite a bit. The other thing, as I'm hitting on this, it's plywood, which is also like, wow, it's plywood and not MDF. Plywood sounds more open and more resonant than MDF. I find MDF quite stifling in cabinets. They're also really heavy, so this is a little bit lighter. So this is actually reasonably light. I think it says it's about 14 kilos. There is one way of making it a little bit lighter, and I might do this, is I might take this panel off there to make it more open back. Why? Well, I like the sound of open back cabinets, yes. Closed back do have a more tighter bass response because you've got a cavity filled with air which the speaker is having to work against, so it tightens things up, whereas here it's open to atmospheric pressure and air coming in, so the sound is coming more out of the back. It doesn't have to work as hard against the back pressure, so it sounds a little bit looser and it sounds, well, more open, and that's the sound I like. If I was playing more metal stuff and really bass heavy kind of stuff, maybe I'd fill this in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can take this one out, making it probably half a kilo, a little bit lighter if need be. What other things we need? It's 8 ohms and it's obviously mono, but the price of these, you could get 2 of these and make it stereo. So what do I think? Well, it sounds great. I love the way it sounds. I'm pretty sure it's going to look quite rugged quite quickly. The Tolex is pretty nasty and plastic, but what do you expect? Again, you could take this as a project and buy your own Tolex and Tolex yourself. A million different colors, a million different options. That's great. The handle, we'll see. I'll report back in a couple of months of gigging this, see how the handle is. I'm guessing it might not last that long. The grille is pretty decent. I guess it's not the most transparent of fabrics, but hey, you know, we're not dealing with high frequencies with a guitar cabinet up to about 4K, so what's the effect that's going to have? Probably no. This thing screws on, so guess what? It's coming off. Not that I'm a brand snob, but hey. So there you go. Definitely worth considering if you're looking for a 1x12 cabinet. A plywood construction, 8 ohms, it's all about the speaker. It's got a vintage 30 in there, so even if you're thinking I'm just going to buy one of these and mess around with it, make it your own, make it your own custom cabinet, you know, do what you want with it, because it's not, you know, you've not spent outlaid that much on it, and if the worst comes to the worst, you've still got a speaker inside of it. So I hope you found that useful, and I will catch you later.